Clank has many versions. The first version that I played Ratchet & Clank was on PS3. The PS3 version is actually really fun. Whenever I used to go to my friend's house or my family friend's house, I used to always play the PS3 Ratchet & Clank. And when I was younger, I actually visited the Sony headquarters because I really liked the Sony video games and I liked video games in general. I also liked the PS4. And when I went there, I saw Ratchet and Clank was being released for the PS4. I was excited, but at that time I didn't have a PS4. I had a PS3. The PS3 was getting old at that time and PS4 was coming new. And in Ratchet and Clank, there's very interesting worlds. Gameplay and action is very different for Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank has a very different style of semi-open world gameplay. Also has interesting characters that are between Ratchet and Clank. Clank is a machine robot that comes from outer space and comes on the land of Ratchet's. And when he comes on the lands of Ratchet, Ratchet saves his life by fixing him and takes him to his garage. When Ratchet takes him to his garage, he has to fight some bad guys on the way. And it's very interesting the connection between Ratchet and Clank when they first don't know each other to the first idea of them saving the universe. And then it goes on for them to go to different lands and different planets. But at first, there's lots of funky gadgets in the game, like Dance-a-thron or robot who fights for you and creates a lot of fun. There's two main characters, Ratchet and Clank, which I explained before. They also meet in different islands to do skateboarding, which is a game you can play while you're on the skateboard island. The game was a little hard, but the controls made sense at some point in the game. I really like the gameplay because it feels like it's 3D. Ratchet wants to become a galactic agent or a galactic ranger. He is trying to work with a person who talks about his story in jail. He is one of the top galactic rangers and he works under the organization of saving the galaxy. When he goes to different planets, he encounters bad guys, and these bad guys are there to demolish the planet and get its natural resources. By using a plane, he becomes one of the famous galactic rangers by crowd supporting. And this creates a lot of tension for the High Galactic Ranger because he really didn't think Ratchet could become a ranger. And when he passes the test, which is the test that every High Galactic Ranger should take, he was shocked. He gave a ship and he gave a challenge where he has to go to a different planet and fight a really bad guy who's a really big monster and he is very hard to beat. When Ratchet encounters this bad guy, he thought he couldn't do it, but finally when he beats him, then Ratchet accomplishes himself. As background music goes, Ratchet and Clank has a very interesting tune and a very widely known background music. It's also the background music that uses the most amount of variables in different subjects. What I mean by that is that it uses a lot of other substances that I've heard before and creates a music that is very well known. And the ranking that I give this game is 9.4 out of 10.